Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, good. You can hear me. Thank you, guys. Y'all are not going to believe me. Well, I don't know. Maybe you will. I am so sorry. I am just sitting here doing stuff. And I looked at the time probably about 20 minutes ago and I said, oh, I still have half an hour. um, no, Barbara. You were supposed to go live right away. I'm so sorry, you guys. But welcome. And Stella, thank you for I just responded to your text. Y'all, I don't know where my mind is right now. Like I'm ready and everything, but I'm just sitting here. Oh my gosh. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me. Hello, Beverly. And no, I'm not having technical. I'm just late. I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I'm kind of speechless and embarrassed, but I'm okay. Yes, Marsha, I'm okay. I'm just literally not paying attention to the time. Like I'm aware of the time, but I didn't realize like I really should go ahead and just put an alarm on my phone. But yeah, but I'm glad y'all are here. I'm glad y'all are here and let me turn this one light on and I'm glad that somebody checked on me because it would have been like 4 o'clock and I would have been like, okay, it's time to go live, not realizing I was like a complete hour behind. So, yeah, you're just going to see the picture. Let me go ahead and switch my camera so that you guys can see. Oops, wrong one. We got that one. We want that one right there. There we go. All right. So, um, honestly, you guys, I don't know because I'm late. I don't know if I am streaming on Facebook. But if you're here and watching me from YouTube, thank you so much. I'm glad YouTube allows people to go live late. I don't think Facebook does. So if you're normally watching me from Facebook and you're having to switch to YouTube, I am so sorry about that. I will go ahead and load the I'll load this to Facebook later and I'll just continue streaming because I know it's not going to let me. Oh, it will let me? Oh, okay, well that's awesome. Um maybe maybe StreamYard changed that. Yeah, we've all had to, but I hope y'all enjoy the cards today. I did put together a couple of cards and thank you for confirming that. Well, StreamYard must have changed that because I know back when I first started streaming on both platforms, Facebook wouldn't allow you to go more than 10 minutes late. So yay. Okay. All right. So we're going to make a couple of cards today and we're going to do the drawings at the end. I will have to log into my account in order to do the drawing for the prize for last week or the last time that I went live. Trying to get this straight. Something seems off. Um, I got cats jumping. I got cats jumping. Bino just moved. He was behind me and he just moved. Like literally he was sitting right behind me. And he just moved. So, okay. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a couple of cards for you today, and I wanted to be able to use some more of the. Y'all know that on the whole month of January, pretty much, I've been using the Sweet Memories paper between the card class and the scrapbooking class, and I decided to pull out scraps. So I wanted to use some more of these scraps. I do plan on making some more cards using these scraps just to kind of use it up. But I wanted to use my scraps from that. But I also wanted to use some more of, let me grab it here. Y'all remember the last time that I went live, there is a mix-in paper pack in February And these are the ones that I made the last two cards with. There's another sheet right here. There's 6 different sheets. And basically this is paper. This is pattern paper that you can use with the Sweet Memories, or you can use standalone, or you can use it with any other paper packs that are in the January, February catalog. These colors mesh really well with the Sweet Memories. And that's just one side right there. When you flip it, you've got these other colors as well. And it's pattern paper. You get 6 sheets in each one. So I wanted to use between that and the pattern paper, I wanted to make a couple of cute cards for you and show what we can do with our scraps. So the first card that I'm going to do, and I will add a supply list. I have a supply list that I will add to the description after the video. I didn't add it before, but I do have a list of everything that I used, and I used a little bit too much glue on that flap right there. But this is the first card that I want to make. And where is, let's see, where's Bev? Beverly. Okay, Beverly's here. Beverly's here. So the one thing that I wanted to feature was something that Beverly was interested in. And I want to let you know that I did get it. So yay. But next month, we have a stamp of the month. I'm trying to get the actual stamp here. Next month's stamp of the month is called Say It with Flowers. And let me flip this over here. And there's your thin cuts right there. So the Say It, oh goodness, here we go. Let's just do this. It's a stamp and thin cuts. This is next month's stamp of the month. Okay. You can get it several different ways. You can get it as a VIP member with a $50 order. You can get the stamp for free. You can also choose to add the thin cuts to it, and you're going to get it at like a significant discount. It's usually around $14.95. If that's wrong, I'll correct it later in my next video. But I think it's like usually about $14 or $15 to get both of those, which is a really good deal, because if you bought this at full price, you would spend, I think it's 36 or 37, something like that. It's well over $37, or right around $37 to get both of these, the stamp and the thin cuts. But there's several different ways you can get it. And if you get it as a VIP member and you want the thin cuts, you're still getting it like pretty much almost half price. But this is a way that you can get the stamp of the month for next month. It's not available until February 1st. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and show it. If I could show, if I got this in before the first, which I did, I got it in time to do a couple of cards for today. So that's what we're going to be working with. And that's the little flower that is on this card number 1. And let me go ahead and grab, I got all my supplies over here ready to go. There's just a couple of steps that I have done just to kind of save a little bit of time beforehand. I think I did that more on the second card. But we have our card base, and I'm not going to stamp the back. I'll go back and stamp the back of it with the Angel Policy stamp, because I want to go ahead and get started on putting this together. Try to go a little faster since I got on here late. But the first thing we're going to do, also, as far as the dimensions, I'm going to list the dimensions also with the supplies. So, but this piece of pattern paper that comes from the mix-in pack, this is going to cover pretty much the whole front cover of the card. Okay, so I got some glue on the back of that, and I'm just gonna do that. And then I really, see, y'all can see a little bit better. I really liked this pattern paper, this blue kind of lines. The flip side is that, so if you like that, you can use that. But I don't like that for this particular card that I'm doing. I wanted some lines. And I forgot to put Band-Aids on my right hand. So I'm going to try to be gentle with my right hand. I've got some things happening with my fingers, and one of them specifically is my left pointer finger. You guys, I have an ulcer brewing up, so I'm trying to manage that. I won't show you guys. It's on the under pad of this part of my finger. So I'm trying to nurse that and not damage what's already starting to get affected there, and it hurts. The pad of my finger hurts. So you'll see me, if I have to do anything, you'll see me using my wrist and the back palm of my hand in order to kind of smooth things down. Okay. The last piece I want to put on is a scrap strip of the Sweet Memories paper. It's got those same colors in it. It's got a little bit of what am I trying to say? Mulberry in it as well. So we're going to put that and kind of put that right over where those two pieces of pattern paper come together. So let's get a little bit of glue on that. I really am sorry for being late, you guys. I'm just like, la da 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 da, you know. Oh my goodness. And it really doesn't matter what angle you put this on. You just want to make sure it goes from the top to the bottom and it covers up where those two pieces of pattern paper meet. And then just smooth it down. All right. Now, I got a little creative about the flower pot specifically. What I did is I took, where did it go? I think I might have left the one specifically over in the die cutting machine, but I took our circle thin cuts, and the one that I took is the one that's missing, which would be the one that measures, let's see, which one is this one? This one's the one that measures 2 inches. Okay. So I cut 2 of them out. One of them I cut in mist cardstock, and the other one I took a scrap piece of the mix-in paper and did that one as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mat the pattern paper on top of the cardstock just to give it a little extra, you know. And then I'm barely going to show a little bit of the mist underneath it. So basically I'm matting this piece of pattern paper. I'm going to bring this up a little closer so y'all guys can see that. But I matted that piece of paper on there, and I left a little bit of that mist showing on the bottom. Alternatively, you could just use cardstock and maybe emboss it if you have a favorite embossing folder, just to give it a little extra texture. But I decided to use a little scrap piece of the paper that I had. So that is going to be what I used for the basically the little pot that it's in. And I'm just going to put, that would be Beano jumping over. That's Beano jumping over my little thing I have to keep the cats from coming in. Let me go ahead and set this in place. We're going to put this probably about right there. Okay. Now let's work on our little flower here. I went ahead and stamped it, and I stamped it in Memento ink so that my inks wouldn't bleed basically. And I went ahead and die cut it just to save some time. But what I'm going to do, because when I got the stamp of the month, my intention was to get the colored pencils and the blending pen so that I could do a little watercoloring. But guess what? I forgot that part. But I do have the entire collection of all of the shimmer brushes. So I want to use the shimmer brushes instead and show you how You can still use these, and that's exactly what I used when I did the coloring on that. It's not perfect coloring, and I did that on purpose. Okay, I did that on purpose. So we're going to take the Sage shimmer brush, and I'm going to do a little light coloring. I am not giving this any kind of, I'm not doing it hard. Let me put it to you that way. I'm being real gentle with my brush strokes because I know that if I press it really hard, it's going to be really dark, and I'm not trying to get it really dark. I want it to be kind of like a watercolor. So my shimmer brushes are saving the day with these cards. And then on my next order, I'm going to make sure that I get the colored pencils so that I can do watercoloring instead of using. Now, the cool thing about this, even though it's kind of like a backup alternative, is it's a shimmer brush. So it's putting a little bit of glitter and a little bit of shimmer, and I'm just going back in certain spots. Totally, I could totally fill those in, but I don't want to mess them up. But that's with Sage. And for the flowers, I decided to use Periwinkle. So we're going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to leave a little bit of space in the center. So I'm going to do this little number first. You're going to start to see some color popping on here. And then I'm going to bring it up so that you can see the shimmer once I'm done. And then I'm going to start filling it in around the edges. And hopefully I can stay within the lines as fast as I'm going. There we go. I love this color. This is Periwinkle, and this is the shimmer brush. Is that enough? That's enough. Okay. Now for the center, I want to give it a little bit of pop of color. On the center, I'm going to use honey butter just to give it a little yeller in the center. But some of that's going to get covered up a little bit. But I wanted to give it just a little bit of color. And let me bring this up. And I don't know if the lights will show, but you can see a little bit of shimmer in it. You can see it more, you can see it better in person, but there is a shimmer. There's a shimmer on there. If you want more shimmer, then what we can do is you can just add the clear on top of that, and that'll give it some more shimmer. But let's go ahead and put this on. We're gonna throw a dimensional on the back, and then just kind of put this right over the top of our makeshift pot. And then I have a piece of white daisy, and we're going to stamp our sentiment in black. And the sentiment is thinking of you. So and I think I cut this right at how much it needed to be. But I'm going to stamp it to the left, and let me get above it just a little bit. Going to do that number. There we go. And let me close this black. And then I'm going to take the edge of this, and I want to do a little banner cut on the end. So what we're going to do is I'm going to find the center and just cut up, and then I'm going to cut it corner to the top of where it cut on both sides. There we go. So I have a little quick banner cut there. And I want part of it to be on the bottom of the pot and the other part sticking over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a dimensional on this end right here. And then probably back here on this top corner, we're going to put a little bit of glue so that it will stick to the edge of the pot. Let me flip this upside down. Put that right there. That dimensional will stick to that pattern paper, and this will stick there. And then that way, when you look at it upside down, it is pretty much even. Okay. And then I thought I cut one already, but I didn't. Let's cut. I probably did cut it. We're just going to use some linen thread. So if you have some linen thread, or if you have like a favorite color ribbon that will coordinate with this, I'm just going to cut a 12-inch strip, and we're going to cut this in half so that we can make a double bow. And let's do this. Let me grab that bow in there. I'm having problems with my pincher here. I fix that part. You need to trim any of those edges, which I'm going to trim just a little bit. Okay, so we got a little double bow there. Get that on with a glue dot. And we're going to set that bow at the base of our little die cut there. And then we're going to get some gem sparkles. I'm going to put a big one. I'm going to put a big one up here. And then the smaller ones, we're going to put smaller ones in the center of our flowers. And then, so you see a little bit of that honey butter around it, but not too much. But there you go. And then what I did is I went ahead and cut a piece for, I want to get the envelope dies, because this is going to help things as far as just die cutting the exact piece that I need for the back of the envelope. But I want to go ahead and decorate the back of the envelope as well. So let's get that flap spread out, and then let's get some glue. I'm using the back part of the glue so it helps to spread it a little more even. Using that part of the glue. And then let's get this on here, and then let's trim it. And then on my sample, I just stamped a little flower on the back, but I like the die cuts because on the die cuts, I should have loaded a picture so I could show you guys. On the die cuts, there's actually two of them, and there's two sets of die cuts. There's one for these size cards, and then there's another set for the 5x7 cards, but I can't see doing 5x7 cards, so I'm not going to worry about getting those, but you'll get the idea with the other dies. And I am just trimming the excess. I think I cut into the envelope a little bit there. Just give it a little, you spread that glue out a little bit better. Okay. And then all I did it in black as well, is I stamped one of the little flowers. Stamp one of the flowers on the back, just to add a little something to the back. But there you have it. That is card number 1. This was my sample that I did, and card number 1. So using up some scraps left over from that mix-in paper pack. Also using the stamp of the month for February that's available February 1st. And there you have it. So I hope you like that card. Nice and simple. We catch up on some comments real quick. Thank you, Donna. Donna, you're funny. You say late as usual. Girl, I was nearly 30 minutes late. So do not worry about it. You're actually on time. Let me see. I see, let me see. let me see what Marcia. How does the VIP work? Do you have to buy something every month? Okay, so we're going to take a little commercial break here to show you the VIP program. So basically, there is an extra special that's going on right now through the end of the month. And for the VIP customer program, normally there is an annual fee. It does cost $35 to sign up, but through the month of January, normally you get $15 in VIP credit that you can use on your first order. But in January, they're giving an extra $10. So in January, you're getting $25 in VIP credit. That's what this green part of the picture is that you can get $25 in VIP credit when you sign up. You also earn 15% of whatever you spend. If you had a $10 order, or if you had a $100 order, or a $300 order, you're going to get 15% of whatever you purchased in credit that you can use on your next order. You don't have to order every single month. The way the catalogs run, they run January, February, and then there'll be March, April, and then May, June. So they run every 2 months. So the kicker with that is when you have, well, I say the kicker, the amount that you get when you benefit the most out of the program is with a $50 order, because you can get the stamp of the month for free, whether of that particular month that you order, or you can get it discounted a lot if you want the coordinating thin cuts as well. So that's what this little orangish picture is, where you get the stamp of the month for free with qualifying purchase. And then you also get access to exclusive specials throughout the year, whether it's workshops, exclusive products. You can get credit bonuses for referring a friend. You also, with the $50 order, I continued my program where you can earn free product with me for every $50 that you order. You just have to keep track of this yourself. But ultimately, when your sheet is complete, then you can submit it to me with your choice of $50 of product that you want for free. So there's lots of benefits to that. You don't have to be a VIP to be a part of the Earn Free product with me, but you do get access to a whole bunch of other stuff and eligible to get things for free through Close to My Heart as well. So you can sign up at any point, but the extra credit, the extra $10 credit, does end January 31st. So if you want to take advantage of that, the link to join, this is a customer program, not a maker program. So you're not signing up as a Close to My Heart consultant or anything like that. You're actually a VIP customer when you enroll in that particular program. So once you're on my website, this is just a strip of what you'll see. You'll see at the top, it'll say you're shopping with me. And then right here underneath where it says be a VIP, that's what you'll click. And then the link will show on there where you can join and become a VIP. So hopefully that answered your question. You like the stamp set? Yeah. That's why I wanted to go ahead and show it today. All right. The second card is this one. Well, my things seem crooked, but it's this one. We're going to use this big flower. And let me go ahead and get all my pieces. I do have a coordinating envelope for that one as well, but I didn't stamp a flower on the back. So let's do that. I got my base, which I'm using the value pack of cardstock bases, and the envelopes. This one is also going to stay a portrait card. And I took a piece of the mix-in paper. I could have used cardstock, but I wanted to use something that had a little bit of pattern in it. And then, so you see not only the pattern of the paper, but I went ahead and embossed it with the floral lace embossing folder. So you can You can emboss it with whatever your favorite embossing folder is. If you don't want something as busy as the floral lace. Okay, so I got some glue on the back of that. Dimensions for this will also be in the event description when the video is over. So we're just going to put that in the center, straight down on our card base. Spread that out real good. And I do have a piece of black cardstock, but before I go any further, I want to go ahead and stamp and color the flower. So let me get my, where's my stamp? It's the big one back here. And I have a hard time grabbing on this stamp. So when you have a hard time grabbing, like if things are way too wet, like I have small hands, I have small hands. And so I cannot grab that. I tried when I was working on the sample and I was like, that is not going to work. So I am just taking, let me grab onto this. Okay, as well. I'm just grabbing my Memento ink and stamping on it upside down. Okay. That way I can pick it up and flip it over and stamp my flower. There we go. Okay, and now let's do some coloring. We're gonna take the sage that we used from the first card and start coloring some leaves. Try to get all these little leaves. And then we'll get our big one. So if you have a favorite kind of blend or pen or colored pencils that you use, I think on this one, I did kind of fill in a little bit more, trying to stay in the lines. I think when we all learned how to color, we did like the outside and then we filled in, right? And then I think I got all of the leaves. It's good enough. And then for the flowers, I used mist. So I used Periwinkle on the first one, but on this one, I decided to use another lighter color and I used mist. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in, and I'm going to go back. So you'll see me going back a few times to fill in where it's missing some color. Also, while I'm thinking about it, the stamp of the months, you can only get those in the months that they're available unless I guess they still have supplies and, you might be able to get them online after that, but there's no guarantee after the month. So if you want that stamp of the month, whether you pay full price for it or you get it as a VIP, you want to grab it when it's available. I'm always going to have, my stamp. And whenever it retires, we have a certain amount of time that we have to hold on to the product. It's kind of messy up here before we can, resell it. So if you come to open crop, like if you missed getting it and you want to come to open crop in order to complete a card, then I'm going to probably most likely have mine. I think that's enough. And then in the middle, we're going to put a little splash of honey butter in the center of those. Most of it's going to get covered up with a different little gem that I'm going to use. All right, so now that we have this colored, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back. Can't wait for my refill to come in. I ran out of my refill yesterday, and I didn't realize, or my adhesive, and I didn't realize I didn't have a refill. So we're going to mat this on that piece of black, and then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. I'll put one in the center to help stabilize the center there. Okay. And then bring back our card and put this right in the middle. I like how that black goes well against. Why does that look crooked? It is crooked, Barbara. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Glad I used glue. Oh, it's crooked. Team glue. Team glue will save you for a few moments after you get that down. Probably when I was pushing it down, it probably moved it a little bit. Okay, I won't be so aggressive with that. Okay, then I also have a small little piece of white daisy that we're gonna stamp our sentiment, and I want to stamp the sentiment in mist, which is it? I mean, it's the same color as our the shimmer brush that I use. I did use mist, and on this one, I'm gonna stamp this right in the center. Grateful for you, friend. And then what I did on this one, let me bring this down a little bit more so you can see it, is I took the Le Pen. That's what it's called. It's called Le Pen. It's a journaling pen that we offer. And I'm just going to go around the edge and make a faux stitch in black. All around the edge. If you doesn't have to be perfect, because mine is not perfect at all, but it gives a little stitch design to the edge, and it's thin enough. Let me bring this up so you guys can see that it's thin enough to where you can kind of see a little stitch edging to it. Now on this one, oh, I forgot something. I forgot part of my thread, my linen thread, but that's okay. I'll just do a bow on this one. This one, I want it to hang off the edge right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dimensional on the bottom, and then right here on the top, let me get a glue dot on there so it'll come off. There we go. Put a glue dot. So I got a dimensional on the bottom and a glue dot on the top, so that when it sits on the bottom, that dimensional patches on the pattern paper that's embossed, and the glue dot sticks to the cardstock. And let me bring this up a little bit so I can move the card, and you can see it's flat. It's not kind of crooked. Now, the part that I forgot to put, because I was paying attention to putting that on top, is my bow. My little linen thread. I forgot to stretch my linen thread across, but I'm not going to do it now because I'll mess things up. But I went ahead and made a bow, another double bow. And let's get a glue dot on the back of that. And we're going to put the bow. Well, let me get it. Try it again. Thought my glue dot was attached to that. All right, this glue dot does not want to come off. One more time. All right, 3 times. That glue dot did not want to come off of that paper. All right, there we go. We're just going to put a simple bow. So if you forget to wrap the twine around your card, no worries. Just throw a bow on there. Let me trim this little piece off. It's kind of crazy there. Now on this one, I wanted to use the itty bitty sparkles, and that's what they're called. They're called bitty sparkles, but they're the small ones. And we're going to put, I'm going to use several of them. I'm going to put some in the center of my flowers, those two flowers. I'm going to put one right there. I'm going to put a couple down here. They are so small and so cute. Bitty sparkles. Those are different from the glitter gems that I used. And just to speed things up, I went ahead and put a coordinating, the same paper that's embossed on the card. I went ahead and used that and put it on the back flap of my envelope. So, and I didn't stamp that one, but that is that's card number 2, a little bit different than the one that I created, just because I forgot to stretch that linen thread. But what I did is I stretched a double piece of linen thread, and then I just put some tape behind it, and then I put it down. So if you like that, make sure to put your linen thread on and then put this matted piece down. Or if you just like it a little bit simpler, then you can just put a bow at the base of your stamped image. All right, so let me bring those cards back so you guys can see our 2 cards for today. And let me move a couple of things out of the way so I can get to my computer. Which card do you like? Tell me which card you like. Do you like card number 1? This one has a coordinating envelope to that. Or do you like card number 2? Tell me which one you like. And then let me log into my, I know y'all can't see and I can't see comments right now while I log into my wheel so we can do a drawing. Go in there. Ruth Ann likes both. Nice to see you, Ruth Ann. Stella, they're both cute, but she thinks number 2 is her favorite. Okay. Beverly likes number 2. Donna, both are number 2. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Bonnie. All right, so let's what else am I missing here? What else am I missing here? Retreat. I need to talk about retreat. This is my spring retreat. The weekend, April 25th through April 28th, back at Mountain Laurel. So if you're looking for a weekend retreat to join, there are spots available. This retreat's going to be a little different. This will be my first close to my heart retreat. And so there's going to be options for your goodie bag. So I'm trying to confirm if I can show pictures of what the goodie bags would look like as far as the pictures available out of the March-April catalog. So, but you will have your choice whether you want a card making workshop, a scrapbooking workshop, or if you want to just get a baggie of adhesives. The goodie bag is going to be worth $50. You'll get pillow gifts throughout the weekend. The fun that we normally have has been revamped. So there's going to be some different fun that we're going to have as far as bingo, raffles, and anything else that we normally do. You can arrive Thursday through Sunday, or you can arrive Friday through Sunday. And if you can't come and stay the night, day retreat fees are available, whether you want to be there 1 day, 2 day, or all 3 days. So those fees are down there. You can come as early as you want, stay as you late, as late as you can and then go sleep in your own bed if you need to, or if that's what you prefer, or if you just can't come at all, the option to go is also available for $91, and that includes shipping directly to your door. So if you're interested, the link to join and do your registration is in the event description. And then also, I have early bird specials that go through the end of this month. So if you pre-register by January 31st, you're going to receive a special early bird gift in your goodie bag. And this is whether it's live or to go. Also, if you pre-register by January 31st, you're going to receive a bonus bingo card. This is for live attendees only. And if you pre-register by January 31st, you're going to receive a bonus raffle ticket, and that's for live attendees only as well. So we've got several that have already registered, but there is still room for anybody for the retreat. Plus, if you want to take advantage of a couple of early bird specials, then I invite you to do that as well. All right, so let me share my screen. And we want where's my wheel? That's not the wheel. Hold on. 131. Oh, hold on. Let me stop sharing real quick. Let me stop sharing. I know what happened. Let me go get my, I know y'all can't see what I'm doing now. Let me grab the names. I pulled the names. That would have been the 14th. The 14th. Sunday's video. Copy. Let me create the wheel really quick, you guys. I pulled the names. I just didn't do the wheel. Delete those. Add those. Paste. Import. And then let me save it. This is the 114. Oh. 114 video. All right. Now let me share my screen. Here we go. This is the 114 wheel. Let me shuffle some slices here. So if you watched the January 14th video, whether it was Facebook or YouTube, and you liked, commented, or shared, your name's on there. And if you shared, you know your name's on there twice. So got a couple of calendars that we're mailing out. So good luck to everybody, and thank you all for your support. Hear sound. Probably gonna pop up here in a moment. Go. It's Marsha. Marsha Law. It was her YouTube share. Thank you for sharing, Marsha, and congratulations. I don't recall if you've gotten a calendar yet. Have you got, I don't know if you're still on here, but have you gotten a calendar for 2024 yet? I don't remember. Yes, congratulations. All right, so I know I was late, but I'm actually doing pretty good on time. It says 49 minutes. So I tried to be a little speedy going through these cards. And so thank you so much, Paula. Yes, congratulations. Yay. All right. Well, I don't have anything else. Let me double check my little screen prints here. Other than next week we'll be doing the cards for these are the scrapbook page layouts, but next week we'll be doing the cards with the love notes card making kit. And I need to do the videos to cut the pattern paper and the card stock, but I'm going to do the cards a little different. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to go ahead and do the cutting videos. I think I will. But these are the scrapbook pages that we'll be doing next month with the Love Notes scrapbooking workshop. So if you are interested in these particular layouts, you'll go to yesterday's video. So last night's layout number 3 video that I did, the link and all the information to order that specific workshop will be in there. And then the videos that I already did to cut the pattern paper and cardstock, those are on my YouTube channel on the Love Notes playlist. So every single month when I do the card making, or whether it's card making or scrapbooking, the paper and collections that I use, it's going to be on its own playlist, so it'll be easy to find. So but thank you all for joining me this afternoon. Once again, I'm sorry I was late, but I'm glad I'm done about my normal time. Y'all all have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. I don't know what the weather's like where you're at, but it is like 70 degrees and sunny here in San Antonio. So it's the perfect weather to get out, go do something in your yard, go for a drive. But enjoy the rest of y'all's evenings. And we will see you all back next Saturday night if you're into scrapbooking, so we can get started on that Love Notes workshop, the scrapbooking workshop. But other than that, y'all have a great evening. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors, and we will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.